And he was like, all right, man, you guys have weed, man, I'm gonna let you go. And that YouTuber, whatever, was like, see, that's a good cop right there. But why is he a good cop? Because he didn't kill him, shoot him? Doesn't fucking make sense though, man. Why does it have to lead to that? Even those Jakes, man, like, you could tell they weren't like bad hooligans and shit. They just like to smoke weed, whatever, though. But even though that's off too, though. But what I'm trying to get at though is, Edomites smoke weed too, and there could be 5 people in the car and shit though. And what? You know? But it's fucking black. You know, Jake though. They're, you know, they're all bad though.
Hey, you know what? I was watching a quick video on the YouTube, and it said this man was like a booty bandit, and he said that
The booty warrior?
that he raped 157 men, and that made me fucking hate him, and I fucking wished I could kill him. And I was like thinking in my head, man, I fucking hate them, bro. I hate those motherfucking guys. And I couldn't stop thinking about, you know, wishing death upon him. Like I couldn't stop thinking about, man, we need the Hawashis to come back so that this foul shit stops happening.
Foul shit happens to foul people, you know?
Yeah.
He's talking about the guy, the Jake with the glasses?
Yeah. He said it was more important than.
Oh yeah. Like he needs to, it's like breathe, like air for him though to do that. Like he needs to do that though, you know?
Oh yeah. How about Shimei Oshai puts a sick spirit on people never fucking wants? And these Christians down here thinking that he's all good. Yeah, he's all good, like universal good, like balance, complete balance, but he's not just on one side.
And they got this hospital over there outside of Palinga, these fucking sickos. If you put hands on them and shit though, you get fired though, you know? But these sickos can put hands on you and shit. All they give you is this like little necklace thing with the, you press the button and they come and help you, you know? But there was an incident where my woman told me that, I think her aunt or her uncle's wife though, this fucking inmate, whatever, you want to call him, this client, or what they call him, in the hospital, patient, there you go, was already had her pants down and shit, you know, by the time they got there. It was already gonna fucking, you know, be, but you can't put hands on motherfuckers like that, so, you know, that's just the type of shit. That's why I wish upon that a fucking nuke is gonna hit that fucking hospital, man. And also, the people that work there, it's a bunch of adultery that happened in that fucking hospital, man. You know? So hope fucking a nuke hits that fucking place.
Something
you know?
way better than a nuke's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
a plague or something, or
you're gonna go in there and tear those motherfuckers up.
Yeah.
What's better than a nuke?
You personally putting your hands and
personally
seeing them rip apart, like you see Wolverine with his claws.
Yeah. Like I can almost, well, I'm gonna just go ahead. The reason the angels were laughing is because I seen my fire come out of my cannon, and this is my cannon. Look, see that indentation? It came out of here, and I seen black and green and yellow. And then when I seen that, I knew it was my fire, and then they started laughing. And it made me feel kind of bad because they were laughing at me, but I understand now that they know what I want, you know? It's like, yeah, that's what you need to do.
Yeah, they're just like, kind of like that movie Mortal Kombat when they were on the table, and then remember that guy, I forgot the hat?
Kano?
No, yeah, but he was talking to Kano,
Yeah.
and then Kano got pissed. Yeah. And his laser came out of his eye. But he was doing that shit in order for him to see the power that he has, though, you know? That Kano has. You know?
That's amazing.
So he was all excited when he knew he could do that. He was like, oh shit. So he wanted to keep using it, though, you know?
Exactly. That's why it's much better for you to pray for that destruction. The nuke's gonna destroy everything, not even give it a chance. Nothing's gonna have a chance. Nothing's gonna have a chance when we get your power. I mean, that's just the truth. Because we're all little parts of Yahusha.
Yeah. It tells you that in 1 Corinthians, though, you know? The head, you need the arm, you need the eye, all together, boom, to be this, you know, powerhouse. You get the next verse.
Joel 3:4. Yeah. And what have ye done to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all coasts of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
And that's all about the Hamites, though, which you get Amos winning night. Yeah, because these Hamites had a part in that transatlantic thing, though. Yeah, because they were grabbing our people, snatching them up, and selling them to the Edomites, though, you know? And so was the Arabs, the Ishmaelites. Not forget about the Ishmaelites too, though. You know, they had a big part of, believe getting the boats though and just setting them up and shit though. You know what I mean? So when it talks about Tyre, it's not about the Hamites though. They all had a part too, and you know our people going through shit, man. You know,
Because it was a big job. Think about it like this: Yahweh hired them to punish us.
yeah, because that was our judgment. You know? That was,
Hired them. And that was spiritual, right? That was our judgment. Yeah, we agree on that.
yeah.
So you're gonna get, like what it said right here. And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So that means a payback. You have to pay back, you know, for the shit that you've done, though, you know. So therefore, these Hamites too, they gotta pay for what they did to our people. You think that we forgot though? We haven't forgot what the fucking Africans did though. And it's sad though because Jake believes they're them
Brothers.
but they're not. They look at a Mexican, you ain't no. Jake will look at a Mexican and be like, man, you ain't no fuck my brother and shit, you know. We'll look at a so-called Puerto Rican or Salvadorian and shit, and Jake be like, man, you ain't my fucking brother though. We're different tones though, you know. But we are brothers though, you know. Gadites look like Issachar, you know. They're like Indians though, which I last week I bought that. Yeah. You know, you seen the old Gora look like a straight out Gadite, but that was a Issachar, you know.
Yeah, that family members that are black as fuck.
Cause my grandpa was dark. He was an Indio too. He was like brown, but like you see a Gadite, like the old 1850s though. You know the feather and all that. He was there that color though. You know, like brown, like a standing out brown though. You know, he just dark.
Or how they say in the street, down in brown.
Down at his gone. Can you get down 5%?
Amos 1:9. Thus said Yahweh Shai, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus and before, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant.
Yeah. See? Well, I mean, what I just spoke about though, you know?
And that brotherly covenant was Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Yeah. You know, but I mean, shit. They still put our people through our shit though, and things like that, you know? So, like I said, the Hamites gotta pay though. And, you know, through time, you're gonna see though, they're involvement of what's happening in the valley of Jehoshaphat, you know? It's gonna affect them because they're not even that far from right there, you know? You know? And then you're gonna see, you know, like I said, the Moabites are gonna get involved too though. You know, Russia's already doing, you know what I mean? But guess what? That war between Russia and Ukraine, that's just been happening since 2014. All they did was they just televised it this year though. They already had fun though, man.
Just to make Russia look bad.
Yeah, that's all it is though, you know? How was it that not too long ago, the war, then it was a school shooting though, you know? Now it's the what? The monkeypox now? They're doing all this shit so make you forget though, man. Make you desensitized though on their shit.
Yep.
You know? What? Not even 6 months ago, the war. Fucking the school shootings though. Now the fucking plagues though. Now there's more plagues and shit though.
And if I could say this, listen to what they say. Listen to what everybody says, and you'll find out what they're telling the truth, or they're just trying to keep you busy. Remember, being occupied. You can be occupied in good or bad. When the news says something like, "Oh, there's a new virus out there called the monkeypox," but it only affects, it seems to affect more the homosexual community. Then you gotta fucking be like, what the fuck is, you know?
Question it though. Yeah, you gotta question it.
Is it a virus, or is it just attacking a certain group of people? Because if it's attacking a group of people, I don't have to worry about that, right?
Yeah. Like with the AIDS, right?
Yeah.
It was the same shit. So, they were getting that shit though, but they're gonna say, oh, you gotta watch out though, you know.
Don't worry about it, but you gotta watch out.
Yeah. That's the shit that they're going with this monkeypox shit though, man. You know?
And then that shit is fucking foul because it comes up on their mouth.
Their face starts with their face.
Yeah.
It spreads though, you know.
It's nasty.
But that's what they get. That's what the most high do, you know? Start being fucking queers and shit, fruit loops and
Booty
shit,
jackers
man.
get booty jacked, that's what they get. Monkeypox get monkeypox, that's what they get.
It works on their face and shit, man. Nasty ass shit though. But that's what the fuck they get, man. And I wish it could, Lord will continues to happen to these fucking, know, meet
Oh,
the
well,
fucking
all those
most, man.
things will continue to happen until he returns.
Yep. Different type of plagues though too, you know. Could, you know, give it a little style, give the Most High give it a little flavor with these plagues though, you know, these pestilence though.
Yeah, that's bad, huh? That's bad.
So, you know, it is what it is. You jump to verse 6.
Joel 3 and 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians,
Just like Edomites.
that ye might remove them from far from their border.
Which is West Africa. Because, you know, the Grecians are just, the Edomites though, supposed to Greeks though, but we know who the real Greeks are though, which is Japheth, you know. But,
Trying to steal somebody's identity.
like always, even our identity and shit, you know. So that's the thing. They're talking about the Edomites though. And far from border was, you know, remember that transatlantic slavery though. So we got brought over here to the Americas though, you know. So that's what it's talking about. You know. We get the next one.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
Hey, wherever we're at though, any 144,000 though, the recompense is pretty much saying the script though, man. You know, get delivered. You know, Lord, we're part of the elect too though, man. That we are the elect though. So anywhere we went to slavery too though. You know, we're gonna get, you know, brought up though, and that recompense is that payback that they're gonna get though, you know. So that's what's gonna happen though, you know.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai had spoken it.
Yep, and that's, you know, talking about slavery too though, you know. Because we were, like I said, man, talking about slavery, we sold to everywhere, man. So what's going on with these nations though, man, that's what's got, you know, they deserve all that shit though, man. You know, that our people going to fight for America, you know, in Ukraine, you know, fuck that, man. They don't give a fuck about us though. So why the fuck you gonna, and I seen that, I guess Jake got the 4-star general lieutenant shit though, that said it never happened in 236 years or some shit like that, you know? The first Jake though, you know, to get a 4-star general, yeah, something to do with that matter though. But it's like, why you gonna be so proud about that shit, man? Fuck
Put
that.
you in slavery.
Yeah.
That's a perfect 2/3 right there.
Perfect example of a fucking Uncle Tom sellout, you know? What's it called? A house Negro, you know?
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
Yeah, the mighty men is the large nations though, man. Look at Russia, look at China though, man.
China, for real.
They're getting fucking ready though, man. You know, like I said, I was talking about China, man. They got all pissed about, what was it that they went to
Taiwan.
Taiwan? Yeah. They're all pissed and shit though, man. Because remember, it tells you in, I believe in Isaiah, the 16th chapter, the Moab have a pride though, man.
Yeah, they did.
They have a big pride though. That's why when they did that the artificial sun though, man, I know they were hella prideful about that. They're still prideful about the technology they have over there, man. You know?
Last Saturday I had a training. There was a Chinese teacher, but he was from Colombia. And that fool was proud.
Oh shit.
He told a story. He said that he had a question about something, and then he asked God, if you have an answer for me, strike this tree with lightning. And then the tree got struck with lightning and split in two. So that was his answer, and I was like, full of shit.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, that's
But
pride.
these motherfuckers are prideful. Like they have, you know, doctors. They become doctors. Got the big houses, the big cars. They try to be like Esau, man. You know, the white. You know, they try to.
How do they do business? How do
yeah.
they do business like in a conquering kind of fashion? That's exactly what they did.
Wearing fucking suits now and shit over there in China. You would never see motherfucking Moabites
Like wear
wearing
your
suits
pajamas like you used to. Man.
though. Yeah, gone.
That shit's funny.
Can you get the next verse?
Oh, this one's a good one. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
And that's North Korea, these other
China.
Middle East, these other Middle East countries and shit that have the nukes and shit. They say, I got nukes over here too. I got nukes, you know? So they're all getting ready too though, man.
Iran especially, because Iran was a fucking servant to the United States
Oh, yeah.
during Panama.
But they're gonna be they're gonna be like, fuck you niggas though,
Exactly.
you know? So they say, you know what, we don't need you though. We got this, though. We got this weapons though now, you know? So So that's what it means, though, man.
It's like when you go to school and you see your bully and who's doing this to you. I'm on me too. Like,
So there you go. So, you know, like, yeah, Iran's a perfect example too, because they're gonna be like, we don't need this motherfucker no more, you know? They're all gonna get proud though, and then that's when they're gonna start looking over here at Babylon though, you know?
nothing's gonna stop those arrows being shot.
No holding back though, you know? It's not gonna hold back, you know? Can you get the next verse?
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
You get the next verse.
Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
So that's why it's called Jehoshaphat, because that's God's judgment, man. The valley of decisions, you know? Can you get Isaiah 2 and 4 and 6? Yeah, so he's the Most High, man. He's setting things up beautiful, man. He's setting things up like this to happen, though. So therefore, it could, you know, all these nations could get judged, though, man. But that goes to show, if these Israelis are the people, though, why is it still war? So this brother's gonna get that verse right now.
Isaiah 2 and 4, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Exactly, though. So if this is the land, right? Why is still war happening, though? You know, the Yahushai, he's not, you know, well, he's with us though, but that power that he's gonna come with though needs to come to purge. Yeah, to purge the cleanest shit though, man. All this fucking plates up. So those people over there, like I said, they ain't the people though. All these wars need to happen. You know what I mean? So that could get cleansed though for the hopeful elect though, you know?
And that beautiful war is being set up so that enemies that on the Yahweh can be enemies of each other, and they all will meet at that place. So he has it perfectly set up. So it's like he's not saying, look, everybody's gonna meet here. No, he's saying, I'm gonna set it up in a way so that everybody will be here in the place where I said they're all gonna be here.
Because you know what, Russia and Ukraine, I mean, Ukraine's not that far. Israel makes biddings with the United States though, so they're gonna send their peeps or whatever, you know. Something's gonna have to do with the Moabites too. We're like, I'm gonna get part of this too.
Man.
Trying to show an example because they're prideful, and then
And the
you know,
Moabites are all over the fucking world.
yeah, the fuckers are everywhere, like
They're
roaches.
fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of them in China, and they went all over to South America and Mexico, all over the fucking world, man.
yeah. They had those motherfuckers too making those tracks though for the trains, though, you know what I mean? So they had it up, you know what I mean? This will be the last piece. Get the next one.
Joel 3 and 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Yeah, because it's that tension, man. It's why? Because there's a thing called gay pride, though. All this wickedness that Esau brings upon it, though. So therefore, that pressure that gets there, that tension, though, you know? So that's why, you know, the wickedness have reached up to the sky, though, man, to the heavens, though, you know? So all this has to happen, though, you know? So the judgment, the other nations will be in the Middle East, though, man. As we can see, though, like I said, prophecies coming out of the pages, man. It's a beautiful time to be alive, man. It really is. You know, Apple TV too, man. Was it 52 billion of the CHIP, man? Biden. So with that, you know, that was the end of my lesson, though. So, man, it's a good time to be alive right now. Man, it should
And
be
it's
known.
good. It's good that you have understanding because you can illustrate. You know, it's like a pop-up book if you're listening and you have that cog in your mind working about spirituality. You'll be like, oh yeah.
You can illustrate that in your mind, though,
Mhm.
you know. But yeah, like I said, now people can't get this, you know.
So with that, I was talking about, I wanted to go into what these brothers were talking about, because this brother did a lesson about judgment for the other nations, which are the heathen nations. And when King Saul, when he was a king, he had a job of killing the heathen nations. You know? So we just start off in 1 Samuel 15 and 1.
1 Samuel 15 and 1. Samuel also said unto Saul, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
So Samuel was talking to Saul, and he was telling him that Samuel was telling Saul that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai told him himself, about what you're supposed to do as a king.
Like instructions, though, you know.
Yep. Because he was supposed to be king over Israel, and Samuel was gonna give him like instructions before he was made king.
And that's another reason why you and we are so special, because we're prophets and future kings.
Well, yeah, we might have to put somebody to death one day.
One
Oh, yeah, well, all these things are coming up, probably one or two,
Yeah, because everybody's gonna fucking start tripping on everybody,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna turn on you, and you're gonna be like, and then they're gonna, power to you.
Yeah.
Verse 2. 1 Samuel 15 and 2. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt.
So Yahweh Yahushai, he said he remembers Amalek. Amalek is a descendant of Esau. So Amalek's just like saying Esau because they're from the same nation.
Like being tribal,
Yeah.
1 Samuel 15 and 2. Thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt.
So what Amalek did to Israel, which actually what the nation of Esau did to Israel, it said how he laid wait. He laid wait in the way when we were coming from Egypt, because Esau is the greatest nation on this planet. So he said that to remember about slavery.
Okay, so none of the things that none of the nations have done will ever be forgotten until judgment happens. Okay, just think about that one. None of those things are ever going to get forgotten.
Yeah!
And those were going to crash.
It's hard to probably.
He doesn't even know what the fuck we're talking about. We could be talking about going to his house and fucking shooting everybody out of his house. He's all, yeah.
He's probably gonna be screaming like that when he gets fucking shot up and shit.
Oh man, that's a good example of how people are still in dark sleep.
Yeah, they didn't take this as a joke, but when that time was up,
We might have to put that guy to death.
yeah.
Hey, was that lady fucking laughing when Brightburn went to go handle the business? As soon as he found out that the mother was in his way of hitting that lady, he was like, "Oh, I'll take care of it."
Numbers 24 and 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took upon his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nation, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
See, so it said Amalek is the first of the nation. That means he's the greatest nation on this planet.
And to beat him.
Just look at who has the blessing of the sword. Whoever has the blessing of the sword, they could take over the planet.
There's
So-
tribes of Edom too.
Yeah, there's different ones, though, Numbers 24 and 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
So the latter end, that's these days. These days right now are the latter end. And Amalek says he's gonna perish. So who's Amalek now? The nation of Edom. The Amalekites. So they're gonna perish in these latter days. So they're not good. That's why you got to destroy the bad. So go back to verse 3.
1 Samuel 15:3. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass.
So that was what King Saul was supposed to do. He's supposed to destroy everything in that land, even kids. You know?
So that it goes to show too the hatred for this fucking devil, you know?
Everything that Esau loves will have is gonna get fucked up.
They make a big deal when you take away their guns and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Cry over that shit, get all bitchy about it though, you know what I mean? But imagine everything around him too though.
Because a definition for utterly destroy is exterminate. That means when you exterminate something, it's not supposed to come back.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
You know, like when you get your house exterminated, there's not supposed to be any bugs. You know.
Yeah, even with the what's that called?
We did.
Yeah, with the weed fill, you know, that Roundup though. You know, it's supposed to.
So you don't want to call your pest control guy and be like, motherfucker, there's fucking bunch of pests here.
That's why they call them exterminator. You know?
Trying to exterminate.
And also it says to forfeit. Like when you forfeit from a ball game.
Yeah. The white towel into the boxing though. The coach from the boxing.
And also to mutilate. Mutilate means to cut off. Like if I mutilate my arm, it's supposed to not be attached together. So read that one again.
1 Samuel 15 verse 3. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass.
So he's supposed to do what Anakin did on part 2 when he went to go find his mother. He found his mother and she was a slave. So he got mad and he killed everybody. You know?
Exterminate.
That's how it's going to be with us because we slaves. Now Yahweh Shemashai is just going to kill everything. You know, all these heathens. And we can't have no pity for them. You know? We can't have no mercy for the heathen.
No, because Yahweh is going to fix us up. Today I saw a video about a brother saying that lost his heart. Said something about he was going to get new lungs, or, you know, when the brother had asthma, like some of us have ailments, we're all going to get healed of those ailments.
Yeah, because I have asthma, but it's not bad. Why? Because I just started doing the herb, you know?
Yeah.
But it was all allergies all this time. I believe in my spirit that it was just allergies.
So we're gonna have to kill some heathens. So be careful who you think your friends are now. The people who you work with, you might have to kill them.
Yeah.
You know?
They're going to be like, please, please.
And then that guy that was so-called trying to be a brother, when he killed that cat, he fucking called me and shit. He was like, man, this guy is not, how, you know what I mean? Like,
Just
a cat.
cat.
Fucking,
Kill
yeah.
a cat.
Imagine
Can't
a
kill
person.
cat.
Yeah,
You're not going to
yeah.
be able to kill that old man either. You got to kill that old person that you used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep doing it. 25 to 17.
Deuteronomy 25 and 17. Remember what Amalek did unto me by the way when you were come forth out of Egypt.
So this was a long time ago, and the Lord is saying not to forget it. This was back in the beginning, the beginning of the Bible.
It's a couple, that was 3,000 years ago, right?
So he's still saying don't forget it.
Still mad about
You
it.
know?
So there's the Numbers, and then after that is the book of Deuteronomy. So it's tells you still remember what the fuck they did, you know?
So if you a so-called Christian and you say you love everybody, this is telling you not to.
Whoa, you gotta put the brakes on what you're talking about, Christian man. Christian people.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It says eye for an eye or tooth for a tooth.
You need to get familiar with the Bible. All of it. Not just what you want. This ain't no IHOP breakfast.
Yeah, because I didn't even know about the book of Obadiah. How come they never open about the book of Obadiah? And you see Vocab Malone, he's fucking, man, he's on like the respiratory. Man, he's weak sauce, man. He can't even, like, he's trying so hard to demonize us though, but he just weak sauce, man. He
He's
can't.
like Pace McConney.
Yeah, he's just going back to what he was saying, and you know about the Ephesians, the second chapter. Then I forgot what else he said though, but that guy's on the
Dying.
he's dying, man.
He's irrelevant.
Yeah. So that guy, the reason why he knows even scriptures now is because you know the brothers, though, man.
Brothers and the apostles of Harvard. See them when they make videos. I mean, that's like the master telling you, look, motherfucker. That's like fucking Mopai or whatever that one for Kill Bill. That master.
Oh yeah.
Breaking down the ultimate way because they know each way to break it down.
Vocab's a joke. That guy's.
Depressing to watch it, man. It's like, why? Stop trying.
Yeah, and then he always has to bring us up though. And it's like, bro, like just stop, man. It's like you're beating some guy up and he's still trying to get up and trying to fight you. It's like, bro, I already fucked you up. Why are you still trying to fight me, bro? I had that happen to me before too, but I was just saying, like, bro, just stop, man. Just lay down.
Stay down.
Stay down. What was it, Deuteronomy? Deuteronomy 18.
So you don't wanna be like that guy that's on the floor. You don't know that you're down. You don't know. You don't know that you're wrong. You don't know that you're making a fool out of yourself. You think you're right, like those Christian folks. They always come up here. Remember that one at the Lost parking lot? I didn't even know about the book of Hebrews.
Oh, the one that rapped for you guys?
Yeah.
yeah. Because I'm about the two swords of David hitting, clashing, and yeah, you know. But he said he was what was it?
Italian.
Right. Yeah, but he was a Jake though. He was clearly a Jake. He sounds like a Jake.
Straight up nigga.
Yeah.
That was beautiful too.
Yeah. Because he said he didn't know about the book of Hebrews, right?
Yeah, he's like, which you say?
Yeah. Deuteronomy 25 and 18. How he met me by the way, his mouth, the hitmost of me, even all that was people behind me, and without his way and where he feared not God.
This is Esau right here. That he said he feared not God. Esau is the one that don't fear the Most High. Because if Esau feared the Most High, you would see him out here.
Yeah.
You don't see Esau out here.
These
You
fucking
know?
heathens have their temples and
All you see are these people.
If Esau feared Yahweh Shemel Shai, he wouldn't let homosexuality happen.
You know?
He'd lock them.
It wouldn't be the White
Stone
House. You know, it'll be the Black House. You know?
yeah.
But he's not.
Creating all these, and then keep passing laws and shit, legislations, jurisdictions, and all these other shit. What the fuck? Just the Bible, man. Just tells you the laws, man. We're in the book of the law right now.
It said he attacked us when we were weak.
Kick us while we're down.
Right now we're still weak in this in slavery.
We still got the IV hose connected to our fucking brain. We still got the respirator on.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
a patient, you know?
And Esau's dressing up to be, he's dressing up to be a nurse. He's gonna smother us with a pillow.
Looking like the Joker, Dark Knight.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. That's fucking bad. It's all bad. That guy's a clown. He's trying hard, but just because you try hard doesn't mean you're doing good.
19. Therefore it shall be when the Most High thy power have given thee rest from all thy enemies round about thee in the families. The Most High thy power have given thee for inheritance to possess them, and thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek heaven, and thou shalt not forget it.
So this is saying, this is talking about when we get our land. He's saying when we get our land, that we have to blot out the name of Amalek. Read that part again.
Therefore, that part, the whole verse.
Yeah.
Therefore, it shall be when the Most High thy power hath given thee rest from all thy enemies round about, and the land which the Most High thy power giveth thee for inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, thou shalt not forget it.
See, so he said when we get rest from our enemies, because after we get rest, after we blot out these heathens, we're gonna get our rest, and we're gonna. It's like we're gonna erase their memory.
Yeah.
Erase the memory, you know.
And that word blot means a spot or stain, disgrace of sin, blemish.
Yeah, like that whiteout, you know.
Why you blot out
There's a stain you have to white it out.
I had to use that today because I fucked up.
You know?
So they're a stain, man. They're like they're blemished though.
They, they stain the Bible, you know. They stain the Bible.
Stay in society.
So we go back to 1 Samuel 15 and 8.
1 Samuel 15 and 8. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest to Shur, that is over against Egypt.
Not 15 and 8.
Yeah, 1 Samuel 15 and 8.
That was Esau right there with his fucking truck too. He did that
And
shit on
he took
purpose.
Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword.
Right, so Saul he killed the Amalekites, but he spared the king, you know. And that's something that he wasn't supposed to do. Okay, keep going.
But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and of the fatlings and the lambs and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and refuse that they utterly destroyed.
So they didn't destroy things that he was supposed to, right? Yeah. I remember.
He was supposed to destroy everything, but he wanted to save some